It's not our money. It is taxpayers' money, maybe not our taxpayers, but taxpayers in Europe. The government has taken a decision that we need to improve the conditions under which our police officers, our policemen and women serve the public. Hence, this massive investment in the upgrade of police stations. Not just rehabilitation, but totally rebuilding police stations. Just a few weeks ago, I had the pleasure of opening the Olympic Gardens police station, which will become a model police station. Wonderful facility. Now today, I am here opening this facility in St. James. Minister Chang, a few days ago, refurbished police station, the Adelphi police station, and you can recall that throughout 2020, I've been opening several police stations, recalling in St. Mary and in Portland. We will definitely have to look at opening or building a new police station for the Hunts Bay facility. So our police officers, and I know the Commissioner mentioned his strategy for Montego Bay in building that center where you will have all the operational responses of the police. And you said it here so that I could hear it and commit to it. Yes, Commissioner, I am supporting you 100%. And this is because we know that we must invest in the police, in their working conditions, and let's face it, when our police officers come to the police station and the facilities are poor, it has an impact on them when they go out to serve the public. When the public comes to their facility and sees it in a deplorable state, immediately it sends a message: there is no respect for the authority of enforcement. So we must make these signal investments, and we have been doing so. We have been consistent, we have been strategic, and we have been patiently investing in the security forces. That we will maintain the political capital to stay the course, to see the benefits of making these long-term investments, which may not have the short-term results. The zone of special operations in Mount Salem is strategic. Of course, the station was always here, but we decided that as a part of our crime fighting strategy, in addition to the short-term operational intervention that will bring the murder rate down in the area, we will make some long-term investments. This is one of them. The other one was announced by Mr. Sweeney about the construction of the school in this area, which I'm glad to hear will start in August. Those in the country who comment on crime fighting, on the murders on a daily basis, and I dare say that some comments are useful, some comments are out of fear, out of frustration, and there are some comments that are unhelpful and come from a place of lack of knowledge or understanding of the issues. What I like about the Commissioner is that he studies the problem and he's not responding with knee-jerk solutions. I know he's frustrated, but good soldier, he will never complain. The frustration of the citizens complaining about murders in their communities. And I want to see immediate action. I want to see the implementation of strategies and policies that will bring immediate results. Hence my support and championing for states of public emergency and zones of special operations. But the government also has to invest in long-term measures. There will be no political benefits for those long-term measures. But nonetheless, we will have to do it. People are not going to make the connection between investing in our capacity to have border and domain controls, in more surveillance aircraft, in offshore patrol vessels, in having more helicopters, in even investing in more police stations. But there is a connection in making these long-term investments and the reduction in crime. The security and operations intervention, which brought down the murder rate, is short-term without these long-term investments, without people feeling that in parallel to the security intervention, we are transforming their lives. Now, I visited Mount Salem on tour in 2015. And I visited Mount Salem several times since. And I can tell you, Mount Salem is a different place. A different place. And the people of Mount Salem, they know this, they appreciate this, and they understand what the government is doing. And I wonder, when will we start to give preference in our perspectives to the victims? Because the conversations that are happening, many of them esoteric, intellectual, and academic, seem to forget that behind the statistics are people, are lives, and we have to act with urgency. It is not as if the government is relying on exceptional powers alone. We are making the long-term investments in infrastructure and human development. But we have an urgent problem that if we don't use exceptional powers to address it, those gangs can become a serious threat to the state. I understand the challenges all our police officers face. I am there with you in spirit and in support of the work that you have to do. But I'm confident that with the investments we are making, the strategies that we have put in place, that we will transform Jamaica from a place where we are 47 per 100,000 homicide down to where we are below our regional average. I am certain, Ambassador Van Steen, that you are satisfied that the resources provided to support this from the European Union was wisely spent and it was efficiently used. And there is a sense sometimes when we get grants or budgetary support, well, it is, it's not our money. It is taxpayers' money, maybe not our taxpayers, but taxpayers in Europe. And regardless, Ambassador, of whatever we feel about past historical issues, we must never allow those issues to in any way compromise the efficiency of our public bureaucracy. We must never waste anything, whether it is coming from a gift, whether we believe that we deserve it and it is repayment, or whatever other views you have about it. Whenever we have money, whether it is our taxpayers' money or other person's money, we must spend it efficiently, without any form of corruption or wastage. And I believe that we can say that we have done this with this project.